The city of Marandur had died more than 150 years ago, when the old imperial capital became a battlefield between rebels and legionaries. No mercy was shown. The city had been crushed between two implacable armies, its many buildings torn and shattered, and when victory was declared, the legions withdrew on the orders of their emperor, leaving the ruined city and its countless dead to disintegrate as a monument to the price of rebellion. From that time until now, the penalty for entering Marandur had been death. From that time until now, the legions had stood guard outside the city to keep anyone from entering and anyone from leaving. For some survivors of the siege had been trapped in Marandur, their descendants forced to endure life in a city where everything had become monstrous and foreign. But someone had entered the city not long ago, and now they were about to try to leave it. If they did not succeed, every city would soon share the fate of Marandur, and countless men, women, and children would die in the ruin of everything humans had built on the world of Dematr. Mage Alain of Eris stood next to a small gate set into the back wall of the University of Marandur in Marandur. Outside, the ruins of the dead city awaited, along with the threat of the brutish barbarians descended from those few rebels not slain by the vengeful Imperial Legions. Beyond the barbarians and the broken wall of the city, Imperial watchtowers enforced the quarantine of the old Imperial capital. If they made it past those obstacles, all that would be left to worry about would be the most powerful forces in Dematr, all of which wanted Alain and his companion either captured or dead. Master Mechanic Marie stood only a lance length away from Alain, holding a last conversation with the masters of the university and the students Marie had worked with. She had taught mechanic skills to common folk her guild claimed were incapable of learning such things, not only giving away Mechanics Guild secrets, but undermining the primary justification for its control of all technology. If Marie had not already been marked for arrest by the Mechanics Guild, that act alone would have condemned her. Snow swirled lightly across a sky the gray color of the metal in the mechanic pistol Marie always carried under her coat. Alain settled the pack on his shoulders more comfortably and checked the long knife he wore as Marie came up to him with a nervous smile. Like Alain, she wore the trousers, boots, shirt, and coat of a common person, her black mechanic's jacket once again concealed in her pack, just as Alain's mage robes were hidden within his. "Are you ready?" she asked. "Yes." Alain started to walk toward the gate. Marie flung out one hand to stop him and gave Alain a cross look. She turned to the scholars of the university. "My thanks again for granting us refuge when we were pursued, and for aiding me in other ways whose value I really can't exaggerate. Because you've maintained some order and civilization in the midst of a city that otherwise knows only death and decay, there may be hope for everyone." The university students and professors all bowed toward Marie and Alain in response. "It is we who owe thanks to the both of you," replied Professor Wren, the current headmaster of the university. "You brought the first news of the outside world to us since the city was sealed off by order of the Emperor Palin over a century and a half ago. You, Master Mechanic Marie, have made our heating system work again, and trained our students to keep it working. If the thanks of those declared dead by order of the Emperor mean anything, you have ours." Marie shook her head. "I can't make any promises, but if we can figure out a way to get the current Emperor to reconsider your status, we'll try." She reached back to indicate her pack. "I'll carry your petition to the Emperor with me until I find a way to deliver it to him." She glanced at Alain, and he read the meaning in her eyes. "Assuming that we survive getting out of Marandur, and whatever happens after that." "Are you sure you won't let a large force of our students escort you to the walls?" Wren asked. Marie and Alain once again exchanged glances, then both shook their heads.